Hello, fantastic viewers. Welcome return to our channel, in which we delve into the weird and top-notch world of human behavior. Today we're tackling a subject that could make you chortle, cringe, or maybe even gag a touch. It's about a weird addiction a few human beings appear to have in relationships. Ever found yourself in a situation in which your accomplice insists on sharing the particular aroma of their put-up bathroom exploits? Yes, you heard it right. If you observed its just plain bizarre or possibly an unusual shape of intimacy, you are no longer alone. But don't worry, we're right here to resolve this mystery. So sit down tight as we embark on a journey to understand the technology and psychology in the back of this as an alternative, thrilling behavior. Let's get began, we could? Have you ever wondered why your partner insists on sharing the aroma in their submit toilet exploits? Is it an atypical shape of intimacy, or just undeniable weird? It's a query that's in all likelihood popped into your mind extra than once. And let's face it, it's a bit of a head-scratcher. This fascination with put-up toilet scents in relationships can evoke quite a number of reactions, from laughter to outright disgust. But what's really occurring here? Well, buckle up, because we're approximately to dive into the technological know-how and psychology at the back of this peculiar dependency. First, let's unravel the mystery of our experience of scent. Imagine yourself as a detective, and your nose is the savvy sidekick it truly is, always got your again. It's an effective device, able to detecting and distinguishing more than 1 trillion unique scents. That's proper, trillion with a T. In the coronary heart of our olfactory prowess lies a bit factor called the olfactory gadget. It's the boss, the head honcho, the huge cheese of fragrance detection. The olfactory device's major mission is to take the smells we stumble upon and translate them into something our brains can recognize. But it's not just about figuring out what's that odor. The olfactory gadget is deeply interconnected with the parts of our brains that technique emotions and reminiscences. This explains why sure smells can transport us again in time, bringing forth shiny memories and emotions. Think approximately it. The smell of freshly baked cookies would possibly take you return to your grandmother's kitchen, or the heady scent of a specific perfume or cologne may want to remind you of a cherished one. Our olfactory gadget is like a time-traveling system, whisking us return to moments we've got lived, cherished, and maybe even forgotten. And it's no longer pretty much the past. Our experience of scent plays a giant role in our gift moments too. It facilitates us form perceptions and judgments about our environment and the human beings we meet. Ever questioned why a prospective partner's scent can be a deal breaker? Or why the scent of your companion's shirt may be so comforting? It's all way to our olfactory system silently running its magic within the background. So, next time you capture a whiff of something nostalgic, do not forget, your nose is playing a crucial role in connecting you in your beyond. It's not pretty much detecting what is in the air. It's about experiencing existence through a sensory time pill, full of recollections, feelings, and connections. It's approximately knowledge that our feel of odor is a ways greater complex and captivating than we would to begin with think. Now on to the psychology of sharing, especially the sharing of scents. Sharing is an essential factor of human relationships. It's how we build connections, foster agree with, and deepen our bonds with one another. From sharing our thoughts and feelings to sharing our favorite books or meals, the act of sharing is an effective tool for intimacy. But what approximately sharing scents, you ask? Particularly those put-up restroom scents, which could regularly be, properly, a piece less than best. Believe it or not, this too is a shape of bonding. It may additionally seem ordinary, however, whilst you truly break it down, it starts to make a variety of feel. You see, sharing these sorts of intimate, non-public reviews can virtually assist to strengthen the bond between humans. It's a sign of consolation, belief, and recognition. It's saying, "This is me, in all my human glory, flaws and all." And while we be given these components of our partners, it lets in them to experience more comfortable, greater every day, and more loved. In truth, psychologists suggest that sharing non-public and intimate information about ourselves, which includes our physical features, can help to construct a deeper connection with our companions. It's a shape of vulnerability, And vulnerability, as we all recognize, is prime to constructing agree with and intimacy in relationships. So why can we proportion published toilet scents? It's no longer because we are seeking to gross each other out or due to the fact we've got misplaced all experience of private barriers. No, it is due to the fact we're looking to construct a deeper, extra intimate reference to our partners. It's a signal of belief, of comfort, and of attractiveness. This would possibly look like a small, insignificant thing, but it is those small, apparently insignificant acts that regularly have the largest effect on our relationships. They're the constructing blocks of agree with, of intimacy, and of affection. So, the subsequent time your companion shares their submit bathroom scent, don't forget it's their quirky way of saying, "I trust you." Let's delve into the real world and look at some amusing anecdotes. Consider Jane and Tom, a couple of their early 30s. They have been dating for numerous months whilst Jane, in a bid to make their courting greater intimate, determined to depart the bathroom door, barely ajar. Her reason became to proportion a fragrance, a small token of her vulnerability and trust. The result became a hilariously awkward verbal exchange, approximately why the air freshener changed into all at once getting so much use. But through the years, it had become a shared comic story, an endearing quirk of their dating that introduced them nearer. Then we have Lisa and Mark, a couple of their past due 20s. Lisa changed into initially horrified when Mark casually walked out of the restroom, leaving at the back of an unmistakable scent. But as opposed to confronting him, she determined to turn the tables. The next time, she returned the prefer. What ensued became a friendly warfare of scents, every looking to outdo the opposite. This light-hearted opposition not only made them snigger, but also broke down obstacles, permitting them to share greater intimate aspects of their lives. Or take the case of Sarah and Alex, who have been married for over 20 years. They have a way of life of leaving a small wonder after their lavatory visits, a signature heady scent that they have come to associate with every other. It's a weird but candy testament to their consolation and familiarity with every different. It's their manner of pronouncing, "I'm right here, and I'm a part of you." These stories can also appear odd or even fun, but they highlight an important element of relationships. They underscore how sharing, even in its most unconventional forms, can foster intimacy and closeness. They remind us that it's the small, reputedly insignificant things which can have a profound effect on our connections. These anecdotes are not approximately lavatory habits consistent with a C, but about consider, vulnerability, and the precise approaches wherein we express love and intimacy. So the subsequent time you discover yourself in a similar scenario, do not forget to appearance beyond the immediate and spot the deeper emotional connection. Remember, these anecdotes are a testimony to the humorous and now and again extraordinary approaches we connect to our partners. So, what can we take away from this fascinating exploration? We've embarked on a journey, delving into the science of sense, the psychology of sharing, and the real-life anecdotes that highlight the quirkiness of relationships and the intimate moments they embody. In our odorous exploration, we've determined that the scents we stumble upon, even those post-toilet ones, are deeply intertwined with our memories and emotions. The heady scent of a cherished one, whether it is their fragrance, their natural body odor, or yes, even their toilet behavior, can cause powerful emotional responses, anchoring us in moments of shared intimacy and vulnerability. We've discovered that sharing, in all its forms, performs a vital function in relationship building. It's not constantly approximately the grand gestures or the candlelit dinners. Sometimes it's about the one small, apparently insignificant moments that quietly weave the cloth of our relationships. Sharing a bathroom, sharing a scent, it is all part of the larger image of shared reviews that form the bedrock of our connections with one another. This exploration has now not simply been about expertise, the fascination with published toilet scents in relationships, but approximately acknowledging the complexity of human emotions and relationships. It's about embracing the weird, the splendid, and the entirety in among. So the next time you are faced with an unexpected whiff, Consider, it's all a part of the bizarre and top-notch world of relationships. Well, we have come to the cease of our scented journey. It's been a charming exploration, hasn't it? We've delved into the technology of scents, the psychology of sharing, and heard a few really precise anecdotes from regular existence. We'd like to increase our heartfelt thanks for joining us on this exciting exploration. Your presence, your interest, they all suggest the sector to us, and now we would like to listen from you. If you have got a heady scent story of your own or mind on what we've got mentioned, we might like to hear them. Every shared enjoy enriches our expertise, and who is aware of, your tale may just be the spark for our subsequent journey. As we element ways these days, let's keep in mind that the reputedly small things in life often preserve the innermost meanings. So don't push aside the scents round you. Remember, whether or not it's roses or, well, no longer roses, sharing scents is just every other way we connect. Until next time, we invite you to hit that subscribe button and keep sniffing.